here remembers Zappos before they were owned by Amazon? Right? How many people here were worried about their identity or something like that in 2000? Some of you are going to go back home tonight because if you're watching and order DoorDash and be like, man, that dude is 2 minutes late. Where is my food? So he knows your credit card, or they do, DoorDash. They know where you live and they know your favorite food. Consumers regularly opt in for convenience over privacy. You know, Facebook, Snapchat, Amazon, Google, they were the first ones to really kind of think about direct marketing or ad tech or platform. They were probably the third wave, and they perfected it. They know what you do, who you are, what you do, how you do it, and they close the loop and they iterate just faster. But the story today with physical brands, the most relevant part is you know who the person is. You have high resolution behavioral data, right? And you're able to action it real time, daily. And the best companies in the world do this.
For me, the biggest thing to take away from Nike was make sure the vision is clear and actionable. Make sure you have real strong intent by the organization. It wasn't there at that time. And then make sure you have the capabilities to get it going. You know, we're just really, really early, but I'm glad. Right now I'm having a lot of fun, and I think we got something pretty strong. I'll leave it at that.
Right? We really think what we're doing is around runner experience. And that's it. Brooks's goal is to be all who run, is to be product for all who run. And behind that goal is really enabling everybody to be their best selves, to achieve their goals and where we want to go. And we need to make running fun and accessible, have those goals and those ambitions come true. And that's our purpose. As the runner's run partner, that is our purpose. And this is what this technology is enabling us to do. The tools that you guys have created, we've been able to take those tools and utilize Dash and what Dash can do to be able to start to collect that data, curate that data, and really understand the runner. So we're curating that data for the best experience for them, whether that be biomechanics, whether that be around confidence, whether that be physiology. We're really looking across all these areas to figure out how do we optimize the individual and optimize their goals and help them achieve this.
Oftentimes, if you think about some of the best ideas in the world, they often look like bad ideas from the beginning. I'll give you a good example. I was a kid, I was told not to get in a car with strangers. You get into Ubers now. What has changed in the last 5 years from where it was before? What did you think was impossible 5 years ago that's now possible today? It's amazing when you pull yourself out of the conversation from the day-to-day and just talk about what happens in people's real lives. People immediately start to go, oh yeah, I do this, oh yeah, I do this, oh yeah, I'm actually not that concerned about privacy so long as I can get my meal on time. Or whatever the case may be, whether we want to do this or not, I don't think it's our choice. I think the choice is gone, and that consumers are actually driving this already. Consumers are choosing to share their information, whether we as a brand and company want or not. So as much as we think we're in control of that consumer experience, with consumers, we're just not. They voted for the last 30 years that they're really comfortable giving their data away so long as what comes back to them is of higher value in their experience with that company or that product. And there's nothing we're going to do as marketers or product people or research people or investors or founders that are going to change that. They want physical brands to act like digital brands, whether they say it explicitly or implicitly. If not, just go look at where they spend their dollars. Take an average consumer's credit card bill on a monthly basis and say where they're spending their money, and they have like 8 streaming services. TV used to be freaking free. Right? Where do they spend their money? Right? Where do you spend your money is what you value.
Show them that you care. Show that you're deeply embedded in their success and their journey. I mean, that's what a great brand wants to do. You've got to deliver. Nothing's more frustrating when you see a brand that you trust. All of a sudden you're getting they sold your data or something of that nature. I don't know about you, but man, I'm shut off. It's just so frustrating. So it's like, okay, I trust you, but I need to see that you're going to really be responsible in a relationship so that we can really build on this together and have good success with it. Otherwise, I'm out. There's plenty of other choices.
You can see it happening. There's definitely a counter to digital that's happening right now. It's different places in, not so much in the US yet, but different places in the world, right, where retail is getting elevated, you know, and really retail stores are being created simply for experience. So you can come in and start to create that partnership. But the great brands that are doing that are following that up with digital.
In today's world, with a consumer that has even more compute at their fingertips, the ability to switch, right, it is incumbent upon any brand, digital or otherwise, to meet their customer where they're at. And I think that requires having the most actionable data that you can have in the world, and using that in your product development, using that in your research, using that in your marketing, using that in literally all facets of the business daily. Not even like weekly or monthly, it's gotta be a daily thing. You may not action on it, but you wanna know what's going on, and it's the best companies in the world are meeting the consumer where they're at.
I think putting all the pieces together is the biggest opportunity. You know, it's how are we stitching everything together to create those things. I think there's so much opportunity through it. It's hard to say what are people not doing well. I think as an industry, we're an old industry, right? Everybody knows where we're at in this world, and it's just changing. I think we're adopting fast. We're not tech, and we're not digital. We're learning those things. We're partnering with people that can get us there. It's all about taking advantage of the opportunities that are there. Today, most everything runs off of social, right? Whatever is social is spiking. It's spiking the sales, right? And again, I don't know if that's really a trusted partnership. It's a relevant one, for sure. But yeah, I think that's the biggest opportunity.